What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 video. Today we are going to be mixing things up a little bit. We are actually going to be doing, I believe, one of our first videos outside of Diamond Dynasty. We are going to hop into franchise mode and see what would happen if Babe Ruth, the man himself, was in today's MLB in 2019. We're going to simulate his entire career and basically see what would happen. Would he be the same player? Would he be even better? Is he going to break Barry Bonds' home run record? All of that we're about to find out. These are the stats I decided to use for Babe Ruth. He's going to have 99-94 contact, 99-90 power, 78 vision. Really, the only thing that I really adjusted was his bunting because I felt like that was too high. And they had him as like 65 speed, which is kind of ridiculous. You guys could take one look at Babe Ruth. Not 65 speed. Stop. Something interesting I wanted to do, however, of course we have to have a little bit of fun right here. Babe Ruth was never actually drafted. He signed, I believe it was originally with the Orioles, and then he eventually ended up with the Red Sox, Yankees. You guys know the whole story from there. But I thought it would be interesting if we didn't put him on the Yankees, who already have a crowded outfield with Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and so on. So we're going to ask Siri, pick a number 1 through 30, and see where Babe Ruth is going to start his career on MLB The Show 19. Pick a random number 1 through 30.
A random number between 1 and 30 is 17.
17. So we are going to start with the Orioles. Red Sox would be 1, Yankees 2, Rays 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The nation's capital, Washington, D.C. They lost Harper. We got a pretty damn good replacement. I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks pretty weird. One thing I am going to do, however, is I'm going to be completely out of the way. Everything is going to be on auto. I don't want to actually have anything to do with the Nationals or with Babe Ruth. I just want him to play out his career himself. One unfortunate thing, of course, you guys know Babe Ruth actually started off as a starting pitcher. I believe he was a starter for about 4 or 5 years, and he was actually pretty good with the Red Sox. However, there isn't really a way to actually represent that in MLB The Show. So we are going to start simulating. I have everything turned off, I believe. Injuries are still on, so that has a chance to potentially derail Babe's career. Probably going to go to the All-Star break in this first season and see where Babe's at. And here we are getting to the All-Star break. Let's see the home run derby, see if Babe Ruth actually did make it in there. Yes, he did. 22 home runs at the break. Not too bad. Nationals are 51 and 39. Let's check out the Babe's full stat line so far. He has hitting 316, 22 bombs, 81 ribbies. Having a pretty good season to start off. Of course, Babe Ruth also did represent us in the All-Star game. You guys already know that, but we are going to simulate throughout the rest of the season. Padres cheered for Madison Bumgarner. Interesting right there. It's important to know that once again, trading is on, and I don't have any control, and I'm not going to re-sign Babe Ruth. I'm going to let that just be up to the computer. So if they decide, Bumgarner literally just getting tossed around. Nobody wants him. Twice in about 2 weeks he got traded. But yeah, if Babe Ruth gets traded, signed somewhere else, that is just how it's going to happen. Like I said, I'm not going to have any control. All right, the season is over. We finished 88 and 74. Let's see what the Babe finished within his first season. He was an all-star once again. He hit 46 home runs, 139 RBI, 314 batting average. He had a really good season. I'll see if that sounds like it could have been an MVP year, and actually Bryce Harper wins it. Okay, that is really weird. I thought we were going to take Harper's spot in DC, but over in Philly, Harper wins the MVP. If Babe Ruth does win the Rookie of the Year award, probably really no competition. Once again, first accolade for Babe Ruth. We did not win the division. Bryce Harper and the Phillies did win it. So we have a 1-game wild card against the Braves in which we win. Let's see against the Dodgers right here. We win that, going on to the next series. And we go on to the World Series against the Oakland A's in Babe Ruth's first year. We win the first 2. We win the third. Can we get a sweep? Okay, no. Oakland's definitely fighting, and we do win it. The Nationals win the World Series. I assume Babe Ruth probably won MVP. No, it was Howie Kendrick. Literally the most random guy you would assume to win it. Babe Ruth did hit 288, 7 home runs within the postseason. Pretty good way. World Series the first year Babe Ruth is there at 46 home runs. Hell of a way to start out his career. I'm actually not too sure what Babe Ruth's contract situation is looking like. He's making $100K a year. I just downloaded Babe Ruth from some roster. Yikes. I kind of feel bad for him. Says Babe Ruth only expects $2.9 million after hitting 46 home runs and finishing second in MVP voting. I think you got to have a little bit higher hopes for yourself, babe. And another team for Bumgarner. When is it going to stop? Here we go on to the next season, looking to repeat as champions. Let's see if Babe Ruth's stats changed any. Looks like he did improve. Of course, he has a potential. He's looking to win MVP this year. Bryce Harper's not getting in his way. Here we go at the break once again. Let's see if Babe Ruth did make the home run derby. No, he did not this time, so maybe he is off to a bit of a sophomore slump. Yikes, we're actually only 43 and 48 as a team so far. Babe Ruth hitting .286, only 13 home runs and 318 at-bats. Not having as good of a season as he did last season. Not bad, but not up to Babe Ruth standards. That's going to finish off the season. Only 3 less wins from last time. However, we did not make the postseason. Gonna stop simulating right here. Check out Babe's stat line for the season. He did turn it around. He hit 41 home runs, 310 batting average. So it was a pretty similar season. A lot less RBIs, only 95. I think the team around him didn't do as well. Pretty much the same batting average, pretty much the same on base percentage. Just a few less, actually 15 less doubles, 5 less home runs. I assume obviously he did not win MVP this year. And Bryce Harper goes back-to-back. Jesus, he hit 53 bombs. Oh my god. Bryce Harper is just out for Babe's neck. That's a big-ass neck too. On to Babe Ruth's third season so far. He's hit 41 and 46 home runs. I think he's going to have to turn it up a little bit more. If he's only going to play in 16 seasons about, because realistically, they'll have him retire by that point anyway. He's going to have to turn it up a bit more if he wants to reach Barry Bonds level, but definitely living up to expectations. 46 and 45, just a game above 500. We are sitting in 4th place in the division right now. Bryce Harper hitting 360. He is just tearing up the league. Babe Ruth is an all-star this year, hitting 267. So it looks like his overall did decrease once again. 20 home runs, so a few more than he was at the break last year, but 267 batting average. He is really kind of cooling off. Yikes, we are at 70 and 79. We're on a little bit of a hot streak, but it does not matter. Finished below 500, and we missed the postseason for the 2nd consecutive year. Let's check out Babe Ruth's stat line. I have a bad feeling he finished 276 with 30 home runs. Really had an off year, only 75 RBIs as well. Career batting average down to 300, and it's not going to help him on his pace to beat Barry Bonds. Three-peat. 2019, 2020, 2021. Harper, he does the damn thing. Whew, Babe Ruth getting a -7 contact left, -5 power right, and -2 power left. He's down to a 95 overall. His defense did increase a little bit. I believe that, okay, he's going through 2023. Not too much longer on the Nationals, and then they're going to have to decide whether they want to keep him or, you know, if he's going to go somewhere else. Woo! We got one. Christian Yelich, welcome to the Tampa Bay Rays. Give me things that'll never happen for 500, Alex. Let's quickly take a look at what the Nationals roster is looking like. We have Babe Ruth at a 97 overall. Juan Soto's a 96, so he's definitely gotten up there. Steven Strasburg. We've gotten Roberto Osuna and Tommy Pham, Patrick Corbin, Trey Turner. Trevor Rosenthal's up to an 86. This team is really good. There's no way that we cannot get back into the postseason this year. Chris Bryant getting traded to the Mets for Ahmed Rosario. Huge blockbuster right there. This is looking a lot better, as you guys can see. 51 and 41 at the break. Hopefully Babe Ruth, he is an all-star, up in overall as well. 25 home runs, hitting about 300. Almost as many home runs at the break as he did entirely in last year. Really bouncing back. 89-75, our best record so far with the Babe, and was not good enough to make the postseason, so the postseason drought goes to 3 years. Let's see how he did. However, 47 home runs, 305 batting average. That's the most home runs he's hit so far in a single season, and one actually his only third best batting average year. 119 RBIs. I still don't know if that would be good enough to achieve the MVP award. And yes, it is finally in year number 4. He is able to overcome Bryce Harper. And this year we have the Yankees, who just lost to the Dodgers last year, winning the World Series in 2022. 28! Did you guys know we have 28 rings? And here we go on to another season, Babe Ruth, season number 5. This could be his last year in a Washington National uniform. Gonna have to see what happens. At the break, 43 and 46, we are in second place behind the Phillies, 13 games behind them. Checking in on Babe Ruth, it does not say he's an all-star, but yes, he is. 28 home runs, hitting .312. He's looking to get back-to-back MVPs himself. We got a lot of ground to make up if we want to get to the playoffs, but Babe Ruth, he's doing his part. 87-75, we missed the postseason again. Oh, that is really tough. We make the postseason once, the first year Babe Ruth, and we win the World Series. Let's see how he finished out. 44 home runs, 310 batting average, 120 RBIs. Hit his 200th home run, now at 208, 5 years through. Legitimately might have a chance. I decided I'm probably just going to play this this simulation out until he retires, or until MLB says he is going to retire. It doesn't really matter how many years, because it's a different reality. It doesn't really matter. And Bryce Harper, yep, we got one from him, but 3-11-45. God damn it, Bryce Harper cannot be stopped. Let's see if they can win a ring, though. They haven't won one yet, and Yankees go back-to-back. Dodgers, another one. 29! And Babe Ruth is going to be returning with the Washington Nationals. It looks like he just got a 1-year deal, so next year we're going to have the same situation. And it looks like we are going to make it. We win the division, 95 wins. Let's see what Babe Ruth's stat line looked first as we ended the drought. 39 bombs, 310 average. He hits 310 once again. It seems he's hit 310 3 years. That's kind of crazy. 39 home runs. We'll see if he won MVP or not. I have a feeling. No, he didn't. It's our teammate Juan Soto taking it from us. 351 average, 35 bombs himself. But on to the playoffs now. We have the Giants. We win the first 2. Looks like we should win the series. It is a sweep. On to the next one. We got the Pirates we're going to face. 2-2 so far. Next game, we're up 3-2. Going to game 7, and we lose it. So the Pirates eliminate us from the playoffs. The Astros defeat the Pirates in the World Series. Babe Ruth going to return his contract. Okay, he got a mega deal. Up to 2031, making $41.4 million. He's going to stay in the nation's capital for quite some time. Yikes. We are not having a good year really at all. 36 and 55 at the break, in last place. See how Babe Ruth is doing individually. Not an all-star. 23 home runs. He's doing it there. Only 275 batting average. Yeah, not a good year for us at all. 70 and 92, obviously. We did not make the playoffs. I guess I forgot to check Babe Ruth. He finished 49 home runs, 303 batting average. So he hit a new total in home runs that probably won the MVP award, I'm going to assume. And it was Fernando Tatis, 350, 40 bombs. So Babe Ruth has had a really good career so far, but only one MVP to show for it. Just one game below 500, currently sitting in third place, 13.5 games back from first place. Babe Ruth, not an all-star, hitting 248, so he is struggling. Contact versus lefties down to an 81. He has 20 home runs, up to 316 total, but he is not hitting very good right now. Another year, another miss in the playoffs. What do you expect? I believe we actually lost both Dylan Bundy and Sam Hardy, so we lost 2 of our best players pretty much. I'm gonna see what Babe Ruth ended up doing on the year. He ended up hitting 41 home runs, 281 batting average, still hitting over 300 for his career. 337 home runs after, I believe it is 7 seasons. So I don't really know if he's on track, but he's definitely living up to expectations once again. He hasn't gotten hurt at all pretty much, so that has helped his case. Justin Upton made the Hall of Fame. 266 batting average. And that's Hall of Fame numbers. Okay. We were 63 and 99 that year. I decided not to stop at the middle just because I don't want this video to be way too long. Babe Ruth did drop to a 96 overall. He had 41 home runs, 281 batting average. Contact versus lefties down to a 73, so that is definitely getting low. He did not win MVP. Shohei Ohtani, 19 and 4 right there. And then if we can see his hitting stats, he had 237 and 6 bombs, so shout out to Ohtani. We will stop for this one. 57 and 32 in first place right now. Gonna check out the Babe quick. He is on fire. 36 home runs, 351 batting average. Oh my, that's easily the best he has been so far at the break. 92 and 71. Finally, we are back in the postseason. Check out the Babe real quick. 47 home runs. He did cool off a little bit, down to a 95 overall now at the age of 28. So he has a potential, 99 potential, the highest you can go, but he is really kind of regressing right now, and we get swept in 3. In true Washington fashion. Quick roster checkup. Babe Ruth is now a 93 overall. We have Addison Russell, who's a 92 somehow. Otherwise, we don't have too many actual players anymore. We still have Tyler Wade. Otherwise, it is a lot of computer-generated players. On paper, once again, our roster looks decent, but you know how it's going to go. And what do you know? I was right. 69-93. We were awful once again. Check on the Babe. Down to an 86 overall. Oh my God, 90-71 power. He has regressed like hell. 268 batting average. He hit 30 home runs. He's at 455 so far at age 29. He had a legitimate shot, but down to an 86 overall right now. That is really tough. I guess I never saw. Yeah, I forgot to check on MVP last year. He did win, so 2 MVPs for Babe Ruth. 96 and 66. We are back in the playoffs. Let's see. Babe Ruth, he's down to an 83. He hit 277, 86 and 62 power, 24 home runs. He's just like an average player right now. He used to bat third. Now he's only batting fourth. He is still an everyday player, but at some point I think he is going to fall out of the everyday lineup. 479 home runs for him. Batting average career down below 300 right now. I don't even have to check if he won the MVP because you guys know he obviously did not. And once again, first rounded. Go figure. The Nationals are really paying Babe Ruth $38 and $41 million to hit 277. And Bryce Harper's going to retire. 584 home runs, 290 average. Definitely deserves that first round Hall of Fame. Checking in on Mike Trout. He's a 60 overall at age 39. It looks like he hasn't done... Okay, he hasn't been trashed for that long. In 2028, he had 323, 590 career home runs. So Trout easily going to be a Hall of Famer as well. Losing season 79 and 70. We had a losing season 79 and 83. I have a bad feeling Babe Ruth really regressed down to a 79. Let's see his regular season. He had 299 with the 34 home runs. So I don't know exactly how he regressed even for that. Doesn't really make sense. I mean, yeah, he's 31 years old now, but he had a much better season than last year. How does he regress? Anyway, 513 home runs at age 31. I really don't know if he's going to be able to achieve Barry Bonds status. Babe Ruth is up for a contract once again. I don't really know what's going to happen. I think he's probably going to stay with the Nationals, but we'll have to wait and see. I can't imagine the market is too big for him anymore. Babe Ruth is now a Chicago Cub at age 32, 75 overall. Oh, you hate to see it. The Chicago Cubs finished 82 and 80. I wouldn't imagine that means they made the playoffs. No, they did not. I have a bad feeling Babe Ruth is pretty much at the end of the line at this point. He is on fire. 29 home runs, 288. How is he down to a 70 overall? MLB, that makes no sense. He had a good year, hitting about 290, 362 on base percentage, 29, almost 30 home runs. That's a good season. How did he lose 5 overall? Gregory Polanco made the Hall of Fame. Babe Ruth is on the move once again. He's actually with the Yankees as a 68 overall in AAA. He's 33 years old and he had a good season. I don't know how he keeps regressing. Like, they really have some serious issues to fix here. You know what? Since it's clear that he is about at the end of his line, I'm going to go to the Yankees and pick him up. Missed out on the playoffs. I really didn't expect to. At this point, our roster is very sorry. Babe Ruth is, where the hell is Babe Ruth? They called down Babe Ruth. What? What? 18 home runs. He hit almost 300. Why would they call him? That doesn't make any sense. I know he's a really low overall at this point, but if he's performing, let him play. 30 fielding at this point. Yeah, he's probably going to retire. And no, he's still here, so I'm going to try to move him up again because if he's going to hit 300, he's going to play. Simple as that. All right, so we did make the postseason, 87 and 75. Let's check on the Babe. I'm pretty sure. Okay, they took him out again. And he's not on the roster at all. We lose our wild card game. I assume what happened is they auto-released him and then he was in the free agency, but we couldn't look at the free agency because it was at the end of the season. Look through the retire list. I imagine he's on here. He obviously would have made the Hall of Fame, so it looks like he still hasn't retired yet. Let's do some digging in the free agency, see if he's down here, I would assume, unless somebody picked him up. I guess it's possible that he got traded, but I don't think so. It's really full circle. He's now a member of the Red Sox. I guess last year he finished with 13 home runs. He hit 254. I don't think he's going to get to 600. We're going to trade for him again, but he's down to 25 fielding. Oh my God. We lost 110 games. That is embarrassing. Babe Ruth finally did get to play the whole year, 58 overall. He had 14 home runs and 250 for 58 overall. That's pretty solid. I don't know I think he's going to finally retire at age 35. He needs 13 more. If he sticks out one more year, I think he can hit 600. He's staying in there, staying alive. And let's play another. Where did Babe Ruth sign to? The Oakland A's, but he's on waivers, so I don't know if I can actually trade for him right away. Actually, I can just claim him off waivers right there, so I don't even have to dismantle the team anymore. 80 and 82, obviously we didn't do that well, but a pretty good bounce back here. Babe Ruth is on fire, 16 home runs, so he did hit number 600. 233. We'll have to see if he decides to hang up the cleats at age 36, but I'm really happy that he did get to 600. You've got to be kidding me. Babe Ruth has outlasted Corey Seager, Eloy Jimenez, and Juan Soto. Oh my. 96 wins and we win the division right there. Maybe, I think this is probably where the hell is Babe Ruth. He's in AA, not eligible for the playoff roster. He had 11 home runs, 237 average, 624 career. If we win the championship now, this is really going to be disappointing. Never mind, we get eliminated. I assume he's got to retire, right? What? How? In what world? We miss out on the playoffs, no surprise right there. Check in on Babe Ruth. I hope to God he retires. 250 average, 13 home runs, up to 637 home runs in total, 286 batting average career. He's 39. There's not a chance that he sticks around. 31 fielding. He literally cannot catch a ball at this point. Please, 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 please. How in the hell? 84-78 didn't make the playoffs. Oh my God, please just show me what. 13 home runs, he had 272, which is actually pretty good at 40 years old, 63 overall. Somehow he's getting better. I swear if this old man does not retire, it's about goddamn time. Babe Ruth finishes with 3,004 hits, 650 on the dot home runs, 1,798 ribbies, 286 career batting average. I literally been sitting here the past 3 hours, mind-numbingly simulating. Oh my God. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Even if it's a sympathy like out of the pain and suffering I suffered, just please leave a like. It was really interesting though. Trust me, I think the regressing system in this game definitely needs work. It is really not that good. He regressed at like 30 years old. He was already like an 83 overall. Took him way too damn long to retire. But once again, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. There he goes himself. Yeet.